Hi guys, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. And this has been our summer so far, and well, looking at the forecast, looking like this is going to be more of our summer going forward. Take a look here. We got rain this morning, rain this evening, rain tomorrow. Going to be the first day of midsummer. Oh, no rain in the forecast for Tuesday. Then rain for days 3 and 4 for midsummer, and rain for days 1 and 2 are forecasted for late summer. So our oats and our barley, I'm expecting are going to become due tomorrow. Looking like we might be able to harvest them maybe on Tuesday, which would be the second day of midsummer, because I really want to get those out of the ground, get those fields flipped so that I can either put cotton or soybeans in the ground. And basically midsummer is the last time period that I can do that, because I would love to be able to flip both of those or all three of those fields for a fall harvest of either soybeans or cotton. But right now, the weather does not look like it's going to work for us. Today, we're going to be taking care of our critters. Got to sell off some of our calves. We are up to 150, and this particular pen will only hold 150. So we've got several our 4-year-old Holsteins that are going to be giving birth fairly soon. We need to make room for them. We don't have any male calves at this point. We're not going to be putting more over into our beef pen, but we do need to thin out the herd a bit. We're going to be making 1 or 2 runs to the animal dealer today. Sell off some calves. And, well, we run out here real quick. Try not to get too terrible wet. We're out of herbicide. We're going to need to bring some herbicide in here. And we're running a little low on liquid fertilizer. I'd like to go ahead and see if we can't maybe get that stocked up today. So we're going to use our gator today to get around between the fields. Or not between the fields, but around the various farms. We can kind of stay a little dry. First thing we're going to do is run down to the pig area and get them taken care of. Yeah, it is. It went from being a fairly dry winter and an extremely dry spring to a rather wet summer so far. In fact, we've got one field of grass that we have yet to have an opportunity of getting that cut. I was hoping maybe to do that last night, get that cut yesterday, but we're not going to go there yet. Get that cut yesterday, but we were not able to actually get that done because of the forecast. We had rain overnight, rain now, so that would have been a complete washout, so to speak. Yeah, these 2 fields of barley, they should be ready any moment now. Muddy road, completely muddied up. All right, when did we leave that gate open? Completely muddied up our gator already. It's coming along quite nice. See if I can squeeze this. Now we've got a tractor here at the door. I'll be able to squeeze in here. Oh yeah. It's gotta work. Might as well work in the dry, right? Got some water. Now the other troughs, they're outside. I'm just going to leave them be for now, because the rain could help fill those up. And it's really coming down here. Take care of our pigs for the day. You guys are kind of seeing our morning routine. Going up here to our sheep and our cattle. Don't have to worry about the sheep. They are they're basically able to feed out of the pasture now. That's all good. They mentioned this the other day when we were foraging, chipping our wood poplar. See our pine trees that we planted here a couple years back, growing along quite nicely. Probably in about 3 more years, they will be tall and majestic. We should probably park this over here for now. Beef. Coming down. I am glad that we've got tractors with calves in them. All I can say, it's going to be a bad day for running open top tractors today. We've still got a partial load of mixed rations from the other day when we mixed it up. I'm going to feed the older mixed rations to our beef cattle. So we got some trees we planted later on. Taken care of. Guys don't take a whole lot, and they kind of supplement off of the pasture here. We do want to give them mixed rations just so that they can help put on the weight. Get nice and heavy for the eventual sale. We do obviously get money for our money we get from them is based on weight. One of the factors. This should take the rest of these older rations. I suspect we're going to have to mix up another batch. So the oats and barley being ready soon couldn't come soon enough because, well, our straw is dwindling down quite a bit. We need 3 bales for bedding and 1 bale for our rations. 2 bales of hay for rations. And it could really help us out if we'd had some dry weather. Hay stacks down quite a bit more than I would like to see it. You have those emergency bales, if you will, from last year over up on the hill across the street. And what we'll do is we'll add 2 silage bales to this mix. We'll get those. When we get back, we're gonna up our 5th wheel cattle trailer. Put some cattle up, and like I said, about selling some of our calves off. Nice if we could keep them, but kind of near capacity as it is. At some point we would entertain maybe thinning out the older stock a little bit, but right now they're a little bit too young to be worried about that. We're not going to get rid of all the calves. We're going to leave some around to hopefully get a little bit older. Get the plastic off of those. Don't want the plastic getting all mixed up the rations. The rain has stopped for now. Hard to believe because it seems like just the other day we were worried about being it too dry. Worried about losing our fields of soybeans. Now we are completely talking about the opposite, wishing it would dry out so we'd have a better chance of getting our barley and oats in off the field, making some hay, and be able to put our late beans in the ground. Or maybe our late cotton in the ground. There. And what we'll do is we will come over here to our harvest store. We've been slowly pulling a little bit of old silage out of that, mixing it in here in our rations, trying to basically work that down, thin it out a bit. And if we mix it in, it kind of make use of it. But if we tried, wouldn't want to use this, 100% exclusively in our mix. Just putting a little bit in kind of helps us get rid of it. At the same time, we're not running a risk of using some bad stuff in too big of quantities. How everybody's doing? I think since it stopped raining, go over here and more water in these troughs. Yeah, I think these things have a leak. Always wet around here. This one especially seems to take a really, really long time to fill up. Alright, so now we've got that one filled up. Like I said, that took just forever. Go ahead and can't get our cattle trailer hooked up here. Get through here. Might have to move our truck a little bit. I had him parked out of the way, but oh. Oh. Gonna be getting the Farm King out soon. Dries off. If it dries off, I mean, that's my big concern. Is that, well, big concern is that Tuesday, when we don't have rain in the forecast, just not able to dry enough. My huge concern. Won't be able to get barley and oats off the field. Won't be able to put cotton or soybeans in. And we'll be faced with risk of losing that crop. Right? Go over to the cattle barn. Better equipped to load up our cattle than that area. Also need to haul some milk today, but I don't know if we're going to have a chance to do that. You guys are not. Too busy. Too busy to bring that into the discussion. Gosh. Just thinking about milk and completely missed my turn. They're all set up over there. I'll spray that guy's field as a thanks. Just have the hay. Been too wet. This time I'm not going to forget. You've had those days where you've got so many things you want to get done. You just keep thinking about what do you need to do, what do you need to do, what do you need to do, and then you lose track of what you need to do because you're too concerned with what you need to do. If you've never been in that situation yet, well, good on you. Probably going to be coming. These guys loaded up. So we can get 6 calves in our trailer. I think we're going to need to make 2 trips. Sell off about even dozen. Oh, watch out. Traffic on this road has just gotten worse every year. Trying to cross the road up here, get to the fields on the other side of this horse farm. Quite challenging. These guys, they don't yield farm machinery. They don't seem to understand that we can't go 70 miles an hour like they can. Speed limit here is only 50. Sunflowers are looking really nice. Really nice fields. Kind of interesting to watch these guys grow. Can't really see it today because the sun's not out, but really interesting. Watch them. Come look at the sunflowers in the morning. You'll see that they are leaning to the east. Then you come by and you look at the field around midday, and they're pretty much pointed straight up and down. Then in the evening hours, they are off leaning towards the west. Follow the sun. Try to face the sun throughout the day. It's really an interesting phenomenon. I think these guys were going to offer us about $500 a head. These calves have been around for a little while. Been weaned. Eating mixed rations and grass and hay, just like all the other cattle are. Good to see. $540, $532, just a little bit lighter weight. All right, go get in a second load. Thought I would just go ahead and bring you guys back for our second delivery. Figure you needed to see us drive all the way back to the farm, load up another 6. And I think we will have time to haul that load of milk before I let you guys go for the day. Ahead and guys unloaded. So $3,200. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head on up here. Take kind of the back way up. A little muddy, but that's okay. Get the kids out and have them wash the truck and wash the trailer off. Wash the trailer out also. That way we can hop in the truck and see about hauling ourselves the milk down here to the dairy. Day gets too far gone. All right, we're just pumping milk. Like we're just about done pumping the milk. That was a full trailer. And our Kenworth here. About taking a load down here to the dairy. A local dairy operation. They try to keep their costs low by asking farmers to bring milk to them, as opposed to running a fleet of trucks. And as a result, they do pay a little bit more per gallon for their milk than some of the bigger dairies that do manage a fleet of trucks, run around and collect milk from everybody. So it's kind of a matter of convenience. Do you want it convenient where they come and pick it up? Well, you're going to get a little less for your milk than you could. Got it here at White Sands Dairy. But all they ask is that you bring your raw milk to them as an incentive. Give you a couple more cents on the gallon. We are thankfully in a position where we have a truck and a tanker available to us. Gladly bring the milk down to them fairly regular basis. Obviously, we can't keep it around for too long. Good. There he is, kind of off the beaten path. Got to come up here to the Dollar General. And turn in there. Okay, coming through town, almost every time you're going to get hung up behind somebody. Dollar General should be right past these houses. See the sign right there. I'll turn in here. I'm gonna come in. Really doesn't matter which road we come in on. We are the White Sands Dairy. It's not an impressive operation. Sure. They've been in the dairy business many, many years. Very well trusted amongst the old-time farmers around here. A little hard to get back in there with our truck some days. I wish they would extend their input hose to reach out here. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave it for you guys today. When we come back, we'll hopefully be in a position where we can harvest our oats and our barley. I'll have to see about that. Go on in here in the office and figure out what the daily rate is for our milk. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.